Well, good afternoon again. Where's the weekend going? Been lovely though, isn't it? Warm today. Lovely. Stay safe. Keep your distance. All right. This is one here. It's called Richard Henry's Choir Trip. I've done a hard day's work. I'm going taking easy night, said Feather. I aren't going to get out of this chair. No, not if King Edward was to come to the door. That's right, garbled Mother. I put bit supper upon the table, and you can go bed early. Richard Henry and me is going up chapel to the meeting, but the choir trip. How didn't he tell me 'twas night, said Feather. I gotta have a shave, and where's my best boots? Nobody don't tell me nothing. I should think I was a lodger here. I wish you was, replied Mother. Then I should get my money regular. Is Port Leven further than London? Asked Richard Henry. I ain't sure, says Feather. 'Tis a brave long way, though. Got change the horses halfway. Mother got hot water for Feather's shave, found his second best boots and cleaned them, then went upstairs to put on her best hat. When she pulled out the hat box from under the bed, she found the cat had just had kittens in it. Her screams brought Father and Richard Henry upstairs, and Mother had sat down. My poor hat! She was in some way, 'cause she did prize that hat, hadn't for some years. 'Twas a beauty, with a bird up on it exactly like real. Now the bird was gone on the bedroom, covered with feathers. I bet we go Falmouth again, said Richard Henry. If we do, I shall have something to say, grumbled Feather. You generally do, replied Mother. But what you say will only be said home in our kitchen. People remark to me, you're some lucky to have a man like you got. I'd a call on a model husband. Yes, says I, but I wish I know where I could swap him for a working model. Guss on, said Feather. Good job I'd got a thick skin. 'Tis like water off a duck's back, in one ear and out the other. Now with woman, 'tis in one ear and out through their mouth. Everybody nowadays trying to be grand. Last week the preacher asked if there was a surplus he could have. No, answered their caretaker, we're in debt now. People to show their ignorance, chipped in Mother. Uncle Henry went into the barber shop and asked them for one of their new permanent haircuts. Thought he wouldn't have to go in again. Comes on, said Feather. We shan't be in time to see them coming out. When they arrived, the door was shut. Richard Henry opened the door, and there was a notice saying the choir meeting was next week. Good job, said Mother. I had to pay my bill up shop every fortnight. Now I got another week. Evening wasted, remarked Feather. I could have done a bit of gardening. Ought to have eyes in the back of your head, like when Sire had a boil in the back of his neck. 'Twas a ugly old thing, and he was told to keep his eyes on him. Let's go on home through the fields. Now this here one is by David Prowse. Molly's Bloomin' Holiday. I see you've been on holiday, says Mrs. Daisy Bland. That's right, my love, said Molly, quite appropriately tanned. I've never been abroad before, but when you're getting on, you're best to take the chance before the bloomin' chance is gone. And how was Spain? Asked Daisy through her patronising lips, for she always thought it common with its lager and its chips. Oh, bloomin' hot, said Molly, and nice enough, although it's not a place where a decent single woman ought to go. You see, I'm no old paintin', here Daisy Bland agreed, but some of their foreigners are amorous indeed. They look 'ee up and down without the slightest into sham. For a girl to keep her distance is a proper bloomin' game. They want to take 'ee dancing, or they'll offer 'ee a drink, and their bloomin' hands is everywhere. You can't afford to blink. And when you thank them nicely for the lovely time you've had, they sing outside your winder till they drive 'ee bloomin' mad. I tell 'ee, Mrs. Bland, my love, you're better off at home, in Causeway Head or down the prom. They'll leave 'ee well alone. See, we can't be respectable and ask for nothing more. We don't want bloomin' men forever knocking on our door. Well, see again, my handsome, gotta pop and get some wool. So many bloomin' visitors, I bet the shops are full. And down the road she toddled in her rustic Cornish way, content to cloak her mischief neath a simpleton's display. That ought to get her going, she was thinking as she waved, then looked back down the street to see how Mrs. Bland behaved. A furtive look around her like a convict on the run, then in the travel agents like a bullet from a gun. Thank you very much.